Hello, and welcome back to the Witches Brew podcast. I'm your host, Amanda. Today we are talking about quick and easy ways to practice. So last week we talked about you were called to the witch path. Now what do you do? I am a firm believer that you don't always have to be doing these elaborate rituals or these elaborate offerings, and that you can make every single routine that you have into a spell, into a new type of ritual. I feel like there are so many people that are on this path or want to be on this path, but they don't really have the time, the money, or the energy to invest into this as much as they want. Totally understand. If you have watched my content before, you know I have to record during nap time or bedtime, which as he's getting older is making it more limited. So today's podcast is to really help give you some ideas on things that you can do in order to bring magic, bring intention setting into as much of your day as possible. And I hope this is able to spark some other ideas for you that would work for you in your practice. So some of the things that I do, I try to charm my makeup, even like my hairbrush, my soaps, and the products that I'm already using. So, for example, today I charmed my eyeshadow and my mascara to make me unforgettable, to keep me in people's minds. You can also do the converse of that, which is charming your makeup to make you hide from unwanted attention, or to deter eyes away from you if you're just not in the mood. And you can change this daily. What I do is as I'm putting on my makeup, I set the intention. I tell the makeup what its purpose is, basically. And again, it looks different from day to day. And honestly, some days I don't even wear makeup. And I rely on some of the other routines and the rituals that I have in place to help me still set those intentions. I also use the Aveeno lotion, which has oat in it. And oat is so good for bringing in wealth. So as I'm putting my lotion on, which I do a couple times a day, I imagine money or wealth coming into my hands. I picture it flowing into my life. Same thing goes for whatever shampoo or body wash or soap that you're using. So when I have lavender soap, I set the intention for calm and serenity. I use the rice water shampoo and conditioner by, I think you pronounce it Kitsch. So rice is also great for a lot of things. I use it for money, and I set that intention again. While I am in the shower or taking a bath, I also use that time for energetic cleansing. You can also do this while washing your hands too. But I picture all the extra energy that isn't mine washing off of my body and down the drain. I also ask my spirit team, any deities that I'm working with that day, to come and help cut the energetic ties between me and other people. Every interaction you have, including this one that we're having right now, even though I'm recording this in advance, and you're listening to this whenever you're listening to this, it is still forming an energetic connection, because this is an exchange of energy right now, whether you're watching or listening. So I'd have to do a better job, let's be honest, of cutting my energetic ties, because the more you have, the more interactions you have, over a period of time, it can get draining. What I like to do, I guess we'll talk about this real quick. What I also like to do to cut my energetic ties, I put my palms together and I just swipe my palms away from each other. If I am in a place that's really crowded and I can't necessarily do that, I will make scissors into my hands into scissors, I guess, form my hands into scissors. And I will cut those ties. Sometimes I'll just do it even while my hand's by my side to make it a little less discreet. But yeah, great easy ways to work things into your daily routine. Again, I know we were talking about a shower. I'm sorry. But yeah, showers are great for energetic cleansing or for renewing your energy. I also will turn my coffee or my tea into a spell. And I look up the ingredients, or sometimes I just pay attention to how they make me feel and do this intuitively as well. But whatever kind of coffee I want to have that day, I will look up or intuitively think about the ingredients and create a spell from that. One of my favorites is I make my own brown sugar shaken espressos. It's a Starbucks copycat recipe, and it is wonderful for bringing in wealth, prosperity, and abundance, especially if you use oat milk. Coffee is great for speed. If you're more of a tea drinker, again, it depends on what kind of tea you're using, but if you're drinking an Earl Grey tea, those tea leaves are really great, again, for wealth and abundance. If you are more of an herbal tea drinker, let's say you're drinking chamomile, that is great for some reason I'm hearing protection right now. Protection, I guess. I usually use it for calm and serenity. I have a chamomile and lavender tea that I usually will drink before bed to help me sleep a little better, help calm my mind, calm my nerves. And there are so many examples of things that you can do just with your morning beverage in order to add a little bit magic into your life. I also will turn my cooking or my baking into a spell. And I have done this for long enough that I pretty much know the intentions of the ingredients that I'm working with. I will say it does take a little bit of time up front. You don't have to do it every time. But Google the ingredients that you're working with. Google the herbs and the spices, and create a spell based on that. You have to eat anyways, even if it's carry-out food, even if you're going out somewhere, even if you pick your coffee up from Dunkin' or a local coffee shop in the morning, you still know that that coffee is going to have coffee in it. You still know that that tea is going to have tea. If you order pasta from a restaurant, you know that pasta is likely going to have flour in it, unless you have gluten-free pasta. That's different. Right? But you know these ingredients that are going into it. Maybe not all of them, but you know quite a few, and you can use those ingredients to create a spell, even if you didn't make it, right? You're setting the intention as you consume it. Now, is it more powerful when you make it? Yes. But people also say that herbs are more powerful when you grow them, and not everyone has the capacity, either physical or mental, to grow their own herbs. Store-bought is just fine. Another thing I really love doing is buying myself flowers. I research the intentions of the flowers. You can also look up the language of flowers. That might help you too. I find the magical intentions are just easier for me to remember. But I'll buy myself flowers. I'll set the intention for each flower, or each type of flower when they come into my home. I get to enjoy them. My whole family gets to enjoy them for as long as they stay looking pretty nice. Eventually, the flower will start to wilt. And at that point, I will take the petals and I'll dry them to use in my own magical practice later. Does it take a little bit extra time? Yes. But if you're buying the flowers anyways, you might as well save the petals. So I just have, we just have one more of my recommendations, which is, as you are cleaning, visualize negativity leaving your home. Some people like to add Florida water to their mop water, or while they're cleaning their windows, whatever the case may be. Florida water is great for cleansing. But at the very least, you can picture negativity leaving and bringing in fresh, new, clean starts. Again, it's something that you're doing anyways. You might as well make it into a magical practice if you can. If you remember. And if you don't remember, that's fine. I know a lot of people say to blow cinnamon in your door on the 1st of the month. I used to do that every month. Like, it was a thing. It was a whole ritual for me. But I haven't had time to lately, or I forget, or someone in my house is sick and I don't have the mental capacity to do it. However, I know I'm going to have a brown sugar shaken espresso at some point in the month, so I'll just use that. Or I know I'm going to be using my lotion that has oat extract in it. I might as well just use that. Or one of my favorite recipes, super simple. I just take I like to use the Noosa yogurt, but really any yogurt is fine. I will cut up whatever berries or a banana or something, whatever I have on hand, throw it in there, and then I will take granola, which is oats, and sprinkle it on top and form that into a really quick, easy breakfast or snack and spell. So yeah, that's just what I do in my practice. I I know that not everyone has the time in order to do as much practicing as they want. So I hope that this at least gives you some ideas to incorporate into your own practice. And I would love to hear if there is any ritual or routine that you use. So you can send that to me. You can, if I have my Instagram page up running by then, you can comment on Instagram. You can submit it as a comment on YouTube. You can send me an email at thewitchesbrewpodcast@gmail.com. I would love to hear some methods that you use, so then we can all share and benefit from that. So thank you so much for listening or watching, whatever platform you are on, and I will see you again soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.